I spent most of my life actually wondering if I was ever going to make it, if I was ever going to have enough to where I wasn't always worried about making the next paycheck or affording all of those things that as a kid I always dreamed about. I mean, to be honest, when I was a little munchkin in San Diego, California, I would have dreams of being rich, and I would wake up and realize I wasn't. And I think that always spurred me as a little kid to start lemonade stands, and I used to sell candy on the bus, and I was always hustling. But even though I went to MIT and I studied the Sloan School of Finance and I worked on Wall Street and I was making lots of money, I still never found a way to get wealthy. I never found a way to get over the edge. I never found a way to get money working for me. I was still always working for money. And it was funny because back in the day when I worked in one of these big tall buildings over here in the city of London, I was making hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions a year, but sometimes I still never felt like I had enough, and sometimes I still didn't have enough. There's a lot of men and women in the city that still live paycheck to paycheck and earn millions a year because they've never really mastered this concept of wealth and what it means to have a wealth mentality. They're still programmed into the matrix, and they still have a lot of really poor habits and assumptions about what wealth is, about what money is, and about whether they even deserve to have it or how to create it in a sustained way, and also how to keep money moving and flowing in your life. One of my great guests on the show, Grant Cardone, always said, Brian, money is like energy. It has to flow. If it's not flowing, it's not doing anything. It can't just sit there. Stale money is dead money, and it doesn't actually have value anymore. So these are so many lessons I've learned, and I got a real education in money actually through London Real, go figure. And that's when I learned from some of the greatest minds in the world, like Dan Pena, the $1 Trillion Man, Robert Kiyosaki, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Grant, Jim Rickards, author of The Death of Money, so many more. And I really started incorporating these into my life. And so, look, if any of that resonates with you, I hope it does, because I think we've all been programmed into this matrix of not to really understand money, and to be told by our governments and our financial institutions, some of those behind me, that you're not smart enough to understand money, and that's for the professionals. Well, I used to be a professional, a banker, and I worked in the highest levels of international finance in New York City, Chicago, and right here in London. And the truth is you don't want to trust your money with these people because they'll take it from you. Just like you don't want to trust your health with doctors, and you don't want to trust your privacy with big tech companies. Trust me. So what you want to do is get ahead of the problem now and start learning wealth. And that's what I'm teaching. That's what I'm going to be teaching on my Wealth Academy. I'm taking a small group of people. We're literally going to deprogram you, separate you from the matrix, reprogram you with mindsets of wealth, teach you all sorts of income strategies, teach you how to also cut costs and stop spending money on stupid things. I want to teach you about the financial instruments, everything from stocks to bonds to commodities to real estate to crypto to early stage investing. Then I want to give you a plan to go out there and execute on the future. This is my Wealth Academy. It's something we're really excited about. And again, I'm looking for a small group of people. If this resonates with you, if you want to come on this journey with me and let me teach you everything I've learned from some of the greatest guests on London Real, then go find me on Instagram. I'm at The Real Brian Rose. DM me the word wealth. And also go to my website, londonreal.tv/wealth, and come join us. We've only got a few days left, but I guarantee you this is a game changer, an absolute game changer. And I'm looking forward to working with you and hopefully deprogramming some amazing people out there. All right, hope you're having a wonderful one.